Creative entrepreneurship, like any other human activity, can be done by developing or following a series of steps, like in a cooking recipe. In this video, I will introduce the 6 starting or basic ingredients to create a successful business. Follow me and learn more. Happy present moment. Thanks for joining us today in this new video of JeanetteSalvatierraTV. I'm your hostess, Jeanette Salvatierra. This is the second of 6 videos for the mini course on entrepreneurship I dedicated especially to all those amazing women who want to create and develop a business with excellent economic results and that reflects their talents and life purpose. Remember to subscribe to this channel, activate notifications by clicking on the little bell so you are always among the first in finding out about the new content, all the impactful ideas that we provide here in this channel. And if you like it, please leave us a thumbs up. And please always comment with questions, ideas, and suggestions. We are here for you. And it's through your comments how we can offer you the exact content you need to succeed in life and also in business. I love cooking. I know that not everybody likes it, but there are many people or more people that likes to eat. But I'm one of those who enjoys since the beginning the process, buying and combining the ingredients and all that, creating all those delicious foods that feed and enchant our loved ones, and that we find like a way to express ourselves. That's why for me there is a certain similarity between cooking and creating a business. Well, and although adventures are not created with edible ingredients, they do require some components to be created, to be cooked and served or be brought to market. Today I will introduce you to the 6 basic or starting ingredients to fix and build to create a successful business. Take a pencil and paper, and besides writing down your notes about what I'm saying, go putting a mark or a kind of score can be about how much of these ingredients you know and you are including already in your entrepreneurship recipe. At the end of the video, you will go and get an idea of the current state of your business, or you can give yourself a score, let's say between 1 to 10, with 10 being the best business model represented in your current venture. Ready to start? Okay, let's do it. The first ingredient, number 1, is a group of people with a problem. Notice that we talk about many people, a group of people that share certain characteristics. For example, they are all professionals, that they don't want to use their cars to go to work. And just one problem, like in this example, the problem is that they have to work or they have to go to work outside their homes, but they don't want to use their cars. This group of people is what we call a market segment, and with that, within that segment, you will identify an ideal client. In this example, a professional that, in addition to have the motivation to solve the problem, because he has to work or he has to go to work because otherwise he will be laid off. This person of this ideal client has money to pay for a solution to his problem, if that solution is offered, of course. And this is very important. It is that will allow you to monetize your idea if you decide to create a business around it. Potential customers in mind, you will create your business. Number 2, an idea that solves a problem. Here we speak, of course, about the problem of the group of people in the number 1. All of those ingredients and the ingredients in this recipe are related. If not, it will be a waste of your time, because you are going to work on an idea that will solve another problem, or that is directed or created to another type of potential client. This idea must be polished, make it attractive for the group of potential customers that is willing to invest their money in buying a solution to their problem. Of course, hopefully the solution based on your idea. To polish that idea, ideally, you need to go outside and ask your potential customer, but that's another lesson for this course. A problem can be solved in many different ways. That is, with many different ideas or options. An idea to solve the problem in the example above is that people can, for instance, walk to work. And your solution could be some super special shoes to walk to work. Or another option or another solution or idea may be that people can go biking to work. Of course, and then you will offer them maybe bicycles for rent. But if the option is drive to work because the distance is too long, well, a taxi service, a car with a driver may be the solution. Thus, that was the way that Uber was born. They found a group of clients, professionals who live far from downtown San Francisco, but they need to work and they need to go there to work. And they offer them a service, a car with driver to go to work. The interesting here with the Uber idea is that this proposal of that business idea solve two problems or solve problems to two potential customer segments at the same time. Of course, the professionals, but also the taxi drivers that weren't earning enough money because most of the income from the taxi fares was taken away by the taxi company owners. So, a group of people with a problem plus one idea, monetizable, that solves the problem. Why monetizable? Because we talk about a business. Otherwise, we were talking about a hobby or hopefully a nonprofit organization. Ingredient number 3, a clear and impactful message. This message concerns to the description of the value or the benefits that the potential client obtain to buy or by using my solution to their problems. This message in marketing is called the unique value proposition, and it can be expressed in a short form as in a slogan, in a speech of a few minutes, the famous elevator speech, or in a more detailed and specific way, depending on who is hearing the message about your solution to the customer problem. It's not the same to present your solution to your potential client that to present it to an investor or to your employees the day you will have it. Do not despair. As you work in creating and develop your business, you are going to write those messages, polish them and practice them and become more fluent in how to express the message more clearly. But for starters, it is very important to be able to express the value of or benefit of your solution to the customer problem in 1 or 2 lines maximum. Ingredient number 4, economical and technological resources. That is money, for instance, to bring the product to life or the solution and also to bring it to the market. For instance, you need money to build the shoes, if the solution is your super comfortable shoes, or to buy the bikes that you rent, pay the rent of the warehouse where you will keep them, the maintenance of the bicycles, the wages for those who repair or care for the bikes, that kind of things. So the money is clear why is necessary or useful for them. Besides, money is useful to promote your solution. For example, with paid advertisement, creating some nice flyers and sending them to the office where the professionals work so they can learn where to go to rent your bicycles. On the other hand, we have the technology, like the channel to get through both your message and your product. And of course, it's also a means to find your customers, your potential buyers. Technology also can be used to make it easier for customers to pay for your solution using, for example, credit cards or some electronic payment method. It's also useful, technology is also useful for the client to communicate with you, to fix something, to congratulate you, or to provide feedback, a wonderful testimonial, or a great review. Technology is no longer an option. It's almost, I may say, almost a must-have for business today. And I say almost because technology is not infallible. You have to have alternative means or channels to go to the market, and because human contact in some cases makes the difference for a business. There are many businesses that require a physical contact with the client, although restricted by the conditions of the social distancing. God willing, something that will end sooner than later. As an entrepreneur, get familiar with the technologies, explore the apps, social network, your options, the means of payment, and do it without fear. The worst thing that can happen is that you erase something, or and almost always it can be recovered. Get advice on technology usages, not just for marketing, which is what everybody does. Everybody thinks that technology is just digital marketing, but it's much, much more. But you can also use technology to sell, to reduce your internal costs, technologies to organize and prioritize the work of your team. And remember that technology is everything created by man to solve a problem. So a methodology, a software, any creation, even a notebook is a pen and pencil. Those are examples of technologies. So technology can also be your little notebook, which, well managed, can be your best personal assistant. So don't freeze and get familiar with financial resources and technology. 5. A way to measure the success of your venture. That what is not measured is not understood. Not much less it can be improved. So right from the start, set measurable goals for your business. Let's say mechanism or metrics to know if you make it or not make it. This is really important, both for the function of business management and as for the leader or manager personally. Know, for example, that so many $1,000s were sold, that the cost of so much was covered, that X number of new clients were obtained, or that we earn so much or this amount of money for the sale of the solution, all those are items of information necessary to make good decisions. The metrics, as they are called, are the measurements on how your business is going, and also serve to motivate you to understand if your efforts have been worth it, or what if, on the contrary, an idea or a business strategy doesn't work anymore and it's time to change or pivot, as is fashionable to say nowadays. And ingredient number 6, which perhaps must be ingredient 0, is a purposeful entrepreneurship. Entrepreneur, a founder, a creator of the initial business idea who wants to achieve something important, something beyond herself, and is willing to do it through the business. It may be, for instance, to provide for her extended family, including their parents. It can be creating awareness on the protection or the importance of protecting the environment. The purpose also could be offer opportunities for women to develop themselves or change the world in some other way. Purpose should not be confused with passion. Passion is important but is fleeting. And in every entrepreneurship, you have to persevere, even if you are successful from the start. The purpose, the vision of the entrepreneur about the impact of her business is what will keep her going, growing the business and overcoming difficulties that always can be presented itself. That is why in all my programs for the female entrepreneur, we start working on the purpose and other personal characteristics of the founder. In summary, the 6 starting ingredients for all successful entrepreneurships are: 1. A group of clients with a problem, better if they are willing to invest in the solution of the problem. 2. An idea that solves the problem. 3. A clear and compelling message. 4. Economic and technological resources to bring the product to the market. 5. A way to measure the success of your business. And the 6th, which perhaps must be the 0, is a purposeful female entrepreneur. Now you have the 6 ingredients, and also you can figure out how well are you doing with those in each of those 6 key ingredients. Blessings for you and your business. Thank you, and we will meet pretty soon here in another episode of Jeanette Salvatierra TV.